So I'm not gonna lie, lately I've been struggling with finding my purpose, why I'm here, what I want to do with my life.
So I really didn't know what to expect. Like you said, I've seen so much of Hunter doing this kind of stuff for so long, and I see him come home from these things and he's changed. I hear stories of how all of the guys are changed and just all of these stories, and I'm like, man, I want a piece of that. I want to be involved.
I heard a lot about them with my husband every time he came back home, and I was very curious to come and to see by my own eyes. And for the very first time, the wives are taken care of.
I was, this close to not going.
For me personally, getting down there, I felt high stress.
Because I was nervous and I don't do well with strangers and I've never traveled by myself before, so.
I was nervous and excited. I honestly had no idea where we were going, and it was in Florida, so I was very excited about the beach time.
For the most part, it's strangers coming in. Nobody really knows each other to begin with. So I really didn't know what to expect, other than I was just really excited, because I was excited to finally get to be a part of it and know kind of the inside scoop on how all of this comes to be and everything.
Yo, listen up, here's the story about a little guy that lives in a blue world. And all day and all night, and everything he sees is just blue. Like him, inside and outside. Blue his house with a blue little window and a blue Corvette. And everything is blue for him and himself and everybody around. Cause he ain't got nobody to listen. I'm blue, I've been beat, I've been died.
The house was amazing. We had, I think it was 22 beds total. So we had the main house, which was 3 stories, and also another addition to the house, which was 2 stories. So with me, I'm very outgoing, and I like to find out all about you right when I meet you. Where you're from, how many kids you have, what your favorite things to do are, what you like to do in your free time. And that was the first thing I wanted to find out, of where they're from. I like seeing, diverse group of people come together. And the first night at the pool, we definitely were just trying to find out just the basic information.
Everybody was there from all different walks of life. You had stay-at-home moms, you had women who were partners in the business or who owned the business, and then you had others who had completely different jobs outside of the roofing business.
From what I saw and from what I felt, everyone bonded instantly. Everyone just immediately bonded, like a new person came in and we were all excited.
So when we first got there, the first morning that we started, everybody met at 7 a.m. for a workout, and a lot of people were really reluctant to meet for that part. But it was really cool to see everybody show up, be there when they're supposed to be, and just be willing to participate in whatever was going on that day.
I think everyone really enjoyed the yoga aspect, just being out there on the beach and taking in the quietness and the sound of the waves, and just really focusing on yourself and getting yourself ready for the day, and the training that's going to be happening, and just focusing on the day and life.
So it was just really cool having the training kind of start off the event, the workout and the training. Everybody's just thrown in there together from the very beginning, so you don't have that time to worry about each other. You're just all in, going in on the training. So the Fulfillment 50 was just huge, going in and talking about your blessings, your reasons, your targets, your excuses, and then going on into the consequences. I think that really affected a lot of people more than any other part of it.
They made you dig deep and kind of realize things that you really need to work on, things that you're struggling with.
But honestly, when you think about it, that is how things work. Like, if you don't do one thing, something else is going to result from it, and then it's just going to keep going and keep going and keep going. So that really, that is something that I did take away from it that I was not expecting. I just can't. Some of them just leave me speechless, and it's really just humbled myself and made me realize that, everyone's been through some shit. Everyone has been through some shit, and you just don't know.
I'm more sure of what I want to do. The exercise really showed me this is the way I need to go because this is what I'm interested in. So the training really, really helped me on a personal level of, you know, what I want in my life. The eulogy was definitely hard, but it was worth it. I've been struggling immensely because I wrote it from my dad's perspective. My dad, who passed away just in late June.
So it is a personal exercise to do the eulogy, and it really gets you thinking on what you feel, what you want to change, what you don't want to see happen if you died today. Kind of points out your regrets to you if you start thinking about it like that. And then to hear other people open up, it opens your eyes to see what other people are going through, and just reminds you to always be pushing to be your best, because it's not just you that it's affected, it's your family.
I was still apprehensive about even doing it. I didn't want to. And then I saw and heard the women's stories and how everyone let their guard down. They were very vulnerable in this. And if they can do it, if some of their stories, if they can get up and do that, I definitely can do it.
They were really well written, really powerful, emotional.
I think all of us were crying. It's a really eye-opening experience as far as, what you want to leave, what you want to leave behind, the type of person that you want to be.
You yourself are the only one who is screaming on the inside while you're saying it. Wow, this is not what I'm doing right now. This is not where I need to be.
I want my family to really feel these things about me, and I may be failing in some areas right now, so I really need to step it up and work on them.
So it really just gives me a new mission every single day of what I'm doing, and I wouldn't have had that if I hadn't gone to that retreat.
And this eulogy really, really helped me step out of my comfort zone, and it honestly made me feel more at peace with my dad's passing. It was so worth it. So it really made me think that I can do it. It's going to be hard, but you can do it.
You're really getting deep. You're getting deep with other people, and it's just amazing to experience that training and experience the shift. I mean, you just instantly feel closer to people because people are opening up. You're sharing your story with each other. You're sharing your deepest fears, your deepest doubts, and everybody is just there as a source of encouragement. And it's amazing to see someone open up and then everyone just surround her with love and hugs and support and encouragement, and letting her know that you're there for her.
Revolt on 3. 1, 2, 3. Revolt!
So you go through that training, and it is just really mentally exhausting. Like you sit in there for maybe 2 hours. It's not like you're spending all day doing this, but you spend a couple hours going through these really pull at your heartstrings, deep thinking that the training makes you go through. And afterwards, you just walk out and feel like I felt like I just needed to take a nap. Like it's just mentally exhausting. Everyone is really opening up to each other. You have a conversation that you never would have before. You never would have gotten that deep into talk with each other. You wouldn't have known what this person is struggling with had we not all got up and shared together at the training beforehand.
We were really intentional with the girls to just build those relationships, and every girl, I feel like everyone clicked and we had a great time.
So then when you go out on the beach, yeah, you're relaxing and enjoying the beach, but really there's so much deep talk that just helps us grow. That's what helps us grow. That's the whole point of the retreat. I love being on a boat. I love relaxing, floating in the water, and just sitting in the water where it's cool enough that you're not burning up, but just laying out there listening to the waves crash. And so the boat day was definitely one of my favorites.
Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. It was so much fun. It was fun, and just anticipating it. Just the fact that, oh my gosh, we're running a boat. We're gonna go out on this boat and we're gonna be there for like 4 hours. It was amazing. It was so much fun. And we just had a blast, like getting in the water, just spending time with each other. Everyone was just so ecstatic to be there and be on a boat. and it was so pretty out there.
Crystal clear water. We parked the boat out in Crab Island, and we just had a blast for 4 hours that we had the boat rental for. I was hoping to get relationships out of this retreat, and it definitely happened.
Got to spend some really good quality time with people that I know from here on out will help keep me on track moving forward.
I've gotten to meet a lot of really awesome ladies. It's really cool to get to spend time face to face with, some of the women behind the men in the industry and get to, hear more about their perspectives and their takes on the roofing industry.
And for once, we were under the spotlight. So thank you, Rooftop. That was amazing.
So, this thing isn't just about growing your roofing company or, supporting your husband growing your roofing company. This is really a life-changing group.
Overall, it was a great time. We all enjoyed ourselves, and really glad that I came.
It's like I had known them forever. I've known them my whole life, and we're all so excited and feel so close to each other. And now we're all excited for RoofCon to get to meet up and hang out with each other again and see each other again.
And I really learned a lot. Like I said earlier, I learned a lot from the training, but without that training, I would have never gotten to the intentional conversations that I was able to have with a lot of different ladies at the retreat. That really, I never had that aha moment during the training. I had an aha moment after talking to several different people and just kind of coming to terms with some things about myself, learning that I've really just been neutral in my leadership, and neutrality is just as bad as negativity, or worse in a way, because you're taking that spot away from someone else who could come in and do really big positive things with your position.
I know that if I ever had any little bit of problem, I could go to any single one of these women and they would have a true and open and deep conversation with me about it. I just think it's important to just be there, hold each other accountable, make sure that, our consequences that we wrote don't come true, and be there. I don't know what else to say.